Hello ladies and gents, it's Spoony Pizzas here with another PES 2018 video, and this is how to defend, and this is on Superstar difficulty. I'm doing the patch and gameplay fix review tomorrow, which should be exciting, and I highly recommend you check out my Italy video, which I did the other day. I mentioned a lot of tactical aspects of the game, formations, and also the advanced tactics. So definitely give that a watch. It was a pretty exciting game, to be honest, as well. So all in all, great. So I'm just gonna let this video play out, and then what I'll do is I'll be slowing down the video and stopping it in some instances just to explain what's going on and what I'm looking for. So I will just be focusing on the defensive aspects of this video. So here, the guy picks it up, and what I'm going to do, you'll see that I'm covering the pass down the line with that player there. Then I'll quickly switch to the second player and track the run. See, I'm tracking the run and letting the other player press the guy with the ball. So I'm using the secondary press to press the player with the ball. He's got to go backwards. Okay? So the key is trying to second guess where the computer is going to play the ball. Okay? When it comes to defending on the wings, you can see I'm tracking the player. I've got a player in front of the player running into the box, and this player over here is going to take on this this guy trying to do skills. Okay, so you can see there I'm holding down super cancel, and then I'm jockeying, and then tap X to tap the ball away. You see that? You can always rewind it anyway, but that's how I tend to defend on the wings. You know they're going to cut back, and it's usually in the middle of the penalty area when they do it. I'll stop the video again because it happens in a few moments time anyway. So yeah, so this is oh, that's a hell of a header, isn't it? And a great save touched onto the bar by Mignolet. But if you watch the way I'm defending, I'm not running to the player. Only if they're isolated like this, where I'm comfortable in the box, people are marking, and you can see here I super cancel to get around him. Okay? Because if I just held the run button there, I would have just run straight into the back of him. So I have to use the super cancel to go around. Okay? Because he would have just held me off with his upper body strength. Once again, tracking runners and then wait for them to make the mistake. I am playing my favourite conservative all-out defend tactics. It's not actually all-out defend, it just means people get behind the ball once you've lost it, rather than trying to press and nick it, because the ball over the top is deadly. In this video, I didn't have to use super cancel really very much to get in front of the longer passes, but you'll notice that I do use super cancel a lot when defending. So you've got the control in the bottom right, so you can sort of see, and that's a nice little finish from Lukaku. Again, I'm not focusing on the attacks. So I do score a lot of goals in this video. And you can use that, but it's all about defending. So once again, get your body in front of the player. You know, use the super cancel to sort of block him off almost, which is another good way, especially if the striker is quicker than you. So if you can see that he's already gonna start beating you in a race, cut across in front of his path. Use your body strength. There's a tendency for the quicker players to not be so strong. So. And the defenders are usually quite strong anyway, so always try and use that advantage. Oh, another good save from Mignolet there. That's really good. See, when there's no threat, I was trying to get in front of that striker then to try and stop him laying it backwards. I'd be happy for him to run it running behind. There again, you'll probably notice where he was sort of crossing the ball from, and they seem to turn in exactly the same spot. So people are like, how do you defend that so easily, like on the wings? It's because they turn in the same spot every time. Well, they do on Superstar anyway. And Legendary, or Legend difficulty. I tried to let the ball run there. You see how I came out then with the Super Cancel to shut that down. Watch this again. Get ready for the turn. Here. There again. See? Is that that's the area where they'll always do the turn, and he's done that 3 times now. I got a bit lucky there because Shaw fell over. Bit of a wet pitch, I guess. But yeah, I knew when he was gonna turn, and I just followed it through. Because if he just hoofs the ball in there, Smalling and Bailey are just gonna mop it up. This is a nice flowing move, but couldn't quite get my shot off. Yeah, once it's the only striker up there, put the pressure on. You know, that's the key. That's the only time I will press. Nice little skill move to get away from the defender. Ball over the top here is on. Notice I put Lukaku on a run. A nice little finish into the corner. So yeah, when they pass it up to the lone striker, now you see here that I got Lukaku selected, but I quickly select the top player, thinking he might pass to the wing, because Lukaku's got that other player covered, and he did. And I managed to intercept, and that's another goal. Bang. Okay, so you got to try and predict where the computer's going to play the ball, and I figured that Lukaku had the nearby player, so you got to think. Right, okay, who's available? You can see how quickly I'm flicking between players. Using right along stick and using the... and there you go, no shots on target. They've had nothing at all, really. Just that one cross, I think, and the header over. Actually, I don't even think they had that, did they? So yeah, no shots on goal. So that's good for this video. I mean, if they had loads of shots and loads of goals, then it wouldn't be much of a tactical video. So you see here, look what I'm doing here. This is brilliant. So from the kickoff, the way I'm pressing, I've slowed it down here so you can sort of see what I'm looking at. I'm trying to cut off all the angles. Can you see that? I'm pressing with Pogba there. I had another player selected to cover the runner. And once again, look, I'm not going to the ball. I'm cutting out the space in between the ball player and the person they probably want to pass the ball to. So now I probably want to go to the wing in a second here. So I think he's going to go to the wing. So I'm cutting right across. He could turn now, but I've got Bailey and Shaw there covering. And there we go. He's just turned over possession. That pressing was quite was a bit too much for the AI. Nice little bit of skill. Oh, should have perhaps laid out to the wing, but try to play the riskier pass. So try it once again. Try to get playing the ball. Salah's very, very difficult to get the ball off. You can't just tend to run into him like I was trying to do there. This is a nice little pass out to the wing. You can see I set Damian on a run there quite early on. Good header, picks up the rebound, bang, straight in. Okay. So once again, look with Matic, look what I'm doing. I'm not pressing the ball. I was bringing him back into position, getting him goal side, getting men behind the ball. Now I made a bit of an error there. Now I think I'm analysing it. I'm saying he probably can't score from there with a header. Therefore, I'm going to follow in and look for the rebound. So you see how I went out to sort of the edge of the 6-yard box. That was to sort of cover the cover the any rebounds that you might spill. Unfortunately, I get a goal there through my error, messing around with Shaw. The wife was distracting me at that point in time, but I'm not going to blame her. I tried to get a cheeky goal back here. You can see I just tried a super cancel to try and intercept the flight of the pass, but he didn't want to jump and chest it like I was trying to get him to do. Because I wouldn't have scored with a header, so. Okay, get ready for the turn. Here it comes. There you go. So he did a double turn, which makes it very hard to defend. That's why you've got to get close on that first turn. Got to get tighter. There's a corner. Knocked away. Oof, just wide. I did try to get the player to cut the cross out, but he actually took a touch inside my player and went around him instead. I thought he was going to hit it first time. Most times they do. But as this is a rival, they do tend to up their game a little bit. Make it a little bit harder. I'm not making it look very difficult, but it's harder than it looks. They had a little spell here where they were coming on, which was just as well, because I don't want to be attacking all the time in a how to defend video. So it's good that I did have some moments where I had to defend quite resolutely. Nice little finish there from Lukaku. This is nice from Pogba. Little flick. I just love this finish here. Beautiful. That's why I watched it twice. So once again, look at me, the way I'm pressing. I only press on the halfway line pretty much with this starter formation. If I was if I was playing aggressive pressing, then this would happen further up the pitch. But it does leave you a bit easier to sort of long ball. If someone, if you're playing online, here I gamble. I think, I'm saying, okay, you're going to try and pass the ball to Salah, and he does, and I intercept it. If he turned and ran towards goal, I had had two other defenders there to sort of sweep up, and I don't think you got to sort of make quick judgments. You got to think, okay, if he does turn, my other defenders, have they got enough speed to get back in? It's Firmino, so he's not the quickest. So yeah, I think I think I'll get back in. This is a nice little bit of play here. Nice turn by Pogba into Mata. Nice little chip finish. And if you want to see my skills, I recommend seeing video 2. I'm really impressed with it. And I'll teach you how to do that. This trick here, the Marseille turn. And then nice little scooped finish. Beautiful. Goalie is diving at his feet. Okay, so once again, cutting out the passing lanes. I don't need to remind you what I'm doing. So here, I'm not watching the ball where the ball's going to that player. I'm watching this runner. Okay, you watch this. I'm following that runner. Okay, even though the secondary player that I was pressing with won the ball, I'm always following the runner. Do not let go of that runner. Okay. And when they play the ball forward, okay, to their sort of the last man at the top of the field, so their strikers or their wingers, the second they get the ball, try to win it within the first 2 or 3 seconds, okay? And if you don't, then just back off and try to deal with whatever they're going to do, because that's the key. That's the key to defending in this game. It's the first 2 or 3 seconds when they have the ball. The second they decide to take 2 or 3 touches. See how I didn't press then. Once they got the ball under control, it's easier to manipulate the player, the ball, and playing who they want. So it's really key to get your tackle in within 1 or 2 seconds of them receiving the ball. Nice little bit of skill here from Mkhitaryan. Oh, tipped away by Mignolet, and that's the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Thanks for watching.